have gone, but tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Average Show, sponsored by Wix, with 20% off all Bish, Bosch and Boogie products, off all Bosch products, power tools, accessories, lawnmowers and anything else with their name on it. You can get 20% off. We are ready today for Daley Thompson and Danny Murphy through until 1 o'clock. We'll run through the menu in just a second. Our last show together. I have 2 more shows to do in my notice. I have to say, today's first day, I feel a little bit emotional.
Really?
You know? You two. You know, the rapscallions of the Colin Murray and Friends setup, you know? 2 guys who, honestly, I mean, I wouldn't want to know outside of a studio, you know? Would never have, never want to be friends with the likes of you, but, you know, it's been alright.
I'll tell you what, it's taken to this very moment for us to actually think alike on the same subject.
It's taken a while.
I actually think that it's a sad day, because this particular partnership, when you must come in every morning, you have different people, is the one where you know you've got 2 like-minded people who are as crude, crass and smutty as yourself.
It's definitely the council estate show, isn't it? Yeah. You loads to talk about. We always like to start with a little random story, and it was one that I didn't get to do yesterday. It was on Loris Karius, who's the Liverpool keeper that came in and then broke his hand in a pre-season match against Chelsea. He's been training with one hand, which, if you think about it, which to be fair,
most people do. Go on.
Daley's been doing that for the last 15 years. It's reveal all, confession time, personal fact or fictions. Right, here we go. So usually...
be as fluid as my normal one, because I've completely changed what I was about to say.
Yeah, okay.
Because having just heard that, it reminded me, do you remember you and I...
Oh, no. Don't implicate me.
you and I went on that charity ride.
Yes, in Kenya.
In Kenya. Well, one of those...
Oh, no, what could this be? We did terrible things.
One of those guys got married this summer, and his name's Ish.
Oh, yes, Ish got married, yeah.
Ish got married. Well...
Wonderful girl. Eh?
He had. She's wonderful. He had his stag do down in London.
No!
And we didn't invite you.
No!
Me and four of us and Steve Cram. I don't know. I don't think he likes you.
He does. We went for dinner with him and his now wife is actually a sister, a matron at a hospital.
Yeah.
She's fantastic. And I took him out to dinner. In London, fancy dinner, and paid for it.
I can only apologise.
Can I just ask, why wouldn't he invite him though? Was it like an accident, or what? He just didn't invite?
He probably didn't want anyone famous at it.
Taking, yeah.
Right. Well, I'm saying that. Do you know what? I'm going to say that's fiction, because there's no way Ish wouldn't invite me in a stag. And I'm telling you, if this is true, you're dead to me.
Fiction.
Yes. Dales, as you know, we used to live very happily, myself, Danny and Kelly Sotherton, and Kelly would off to do other things and left a gap to fill. And let's just say, I think Danny, I speak for both of us, that having Kelly here was wonderful. And
I like Kelly. She's
much needed. We look forward to being around her. She changed the whole atmosphere. And we went for you. And you had to get to know each other and stuff. And after I will say after 2 months, you got on brilliantly. And do you remember one of you got stones for the other one's kids?
Brighton.
Yeah.
So you are a proper friendship now. But after 2 shows daily, Danny asked to speak to me after the show and said, "Call, this isn't going to work out with Daly." Fact or fiction?
Who are you asking me?
Fact or fiction, Daly? Did Danny pretty much said after 2 shows, it's not going to work with Daly? Need to change?
Daly says, Danny the little git. Fact.
Let's hear it.
Fact. You dog! You dog!
Oh.
That season when they got promoted, we had Ben Gibson, who's obviously playing first team for Middlesbrough now, and he was a youth, we had him as a youth signing. and he did something a groin injury quite badly. Now we would have had him for the whole season, and when we lost him just before Christmas, it was catastrophic because he was a really, really good player. And it's just one of those things where you think, you've got to sort of pick up loan signings when you lower down, because you're picking up crumbs, you're not getting any money. It's one of those things. But then it's sort of like a bit of a drug, because when you take it, you think, well,
easy option.
Are we gonna? Yeah, it is an easy option, and Tranmere are really going for the building an academy, building the youth setup, and making it being the conveyor belt like it used to be when I first started supporting Tranmere and bringing players through. And that is the right way, but that's going to take a few years for us to do.
And there's not many people are sitting the 31st of October and go, we've got a raft of injuries, we need to bring in a player now. Good call, Joe. Thank you. Thank you for that. I thought he was going to say it's a bit like a drug. You always want to eat Monster Munch. Dan's at Derby. What is your flirting boundary? I'll go first, right?
I don't know how to answer that. What?
I have been for my entire life useless at chatting up women.
Right.
Useless at chatting up women.
We can't say that.
Right? No. Like, especially if somebody was to say something flirtatious to me, right? So let's not that that's happened many times. Let's say I was sitting as a 20-year-old and I said to a girl, that's a really beautiful dress, that's nice. And she said, if she went, I'd look better out of it, I would go like this and run away. My tactic, I have to admit,
that's a lie.
So my flirting boundary
fiction.
No. Seriously, my flirting boundary is so far away from even flirtatious that it gets covered. I would imagine it does. I think you'd be pretty daft not to have some sort of insurance policy.
I don't know if you can get covered for that, can you?
Natural disasters, acts of God, as they call them.
Seriously?
Yeah, there's a lot of people like think your insurance and house, like if a whirlwind comes through,
you don't get nothing for it.
You're up the proverbial without a paddle. But we're not talking about that. We're talking to spurring. Anyway,
can I just lighten the mood just a little bit?
If you want.
Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the producer Izzy, Danny, and Daly thought that it might be fun to spend a little of the last few minutes that we have listening to some of the funny bits from the last 2 years from the Colin Murray and Friends show.
On a Thursday?
Yeah. So
it's going to be short this.
So here they are.
Right, wow. You are the worst human being alive. I will miss you for no seconds.
talkSPORT with Colin Murray and Wix.
Right now at Wix, there's 15% off everything online when you click and collect.
talkSPORT.
Right, that's all from us today. Danny, I'm seeing you in the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
Daly, I'm seeing you in the next 2 weeks, so there's no real goodbye to do here. But I know you two, there's no love lost, so really you're not going to see each other again outside the studio.
We will.
Anything you want to say to each other,
No. It's been a pleasure. It's been emotional.
It's been a pleasure.
Lovely, boys. Thank you very much. We're back tomorrow for the last show with Bob and Perry. Just going to have some fun on it down the pub, so looking forward to hopefully having you tuned in.
One day you'll look to see I've gone, but tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun.